Happy Tuesday, my friends, and welcome back into another edition of Prime Sports World. On today's episode of the Prime, we're going to break down both Monday Night Football games in week number 7. We're going to give out our game balls, and then we're going to preview week number 8 in the National Football League. Please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast as we continue to bring you guys quality content here at Prime Sports World. I'm, of course, your host, David On Point Huffman, joined by my co-host, Mr. TJ Hopkins, and from the Daily Blitz.blog, Mr. Christian Simpson. Welcome to the show, my friends. How is everybody?
Pretty good.
All right, well, let's jump right into. Let's talk about Monday Night Football. Let's talk about the first game. We had the Baltimore Ravens going into the pirate ship and taking care of business against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, 41-31. And don't let that final score fool you. This game was not that close. Lamar Jackson, it continues to be on MVP trajectory, 17 of 22 with 280 yards and 5 touchdowns. That man, Derrick Henry, 15 carries for 196 yards for him. He also 69. Had a rushing touchdown. Yeah, sorry, 69. Rashad Bateman had a touchdown. Justice Hill had a touchdown. Mark Andrews had 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry had 2 touchdowns. Baker Mayfield, kind of a mixed bag for him for sure in this game. 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Bucky Irving had the lone rushing touchdown. Rashad White had 2 receiving touchdowns. So did Mike Evans, who left this game early with a hamstring injury. Also to note, Chris Godwin got injured on the final drive of the game with a fractured ankle. His season is over. Thoughts on this game as we saw Baltimore basically take care of business. A little bit concerned that they kind of let Tampa Bay sneak back into this game just a little bit, make things semi-interesting. But this is a dominant performance by the Ravens.
Yeah, if they play like this,
no play time. No, go ahead.
If they play how they've been playing on the offensive side of the ball, like this, and if they can do this in January, I think this could be the biggest threat to the Kansas City Chiefs in the AFC. I mean,
they put up 500 yards of total offense in this game, unreal numbers.
The only thing that's keeping them from getting back to the promised land, which is the Super Bowl, is their secondary, because they really struggled to stop the pass. I mean, against the run, we know they're going to be stout, but teams are going to attack them left and right with the deep passing game down the field. The way they give up big plays down the field, they can't do that against Kansas City. They did that last year, and look at what happened.
And they were also given a 4.2 yards per carry on the ground, went over the century mark, 125 and a touchdown for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I mean,
I can do all that if it's bro. This was an ass kicking. You literally just said the final score don't indicate that. Don't let the final score fool you. This was not a 10-point game. The Bucks averaged 4 yards a carry. At one point in time, the score was 34-10. 34-10.
The score was 41-18 at one point in this game.
And 41-18 with 6.5 minutes left. At no point in time, and I know Izzy sent the message in the group chat, bro, at no point in time did it ever feel like the Bucks were going to come back and steal this. It was done, over and done with. I can give up 100 yards a carry if I'm up 34-10.
It's true.
What are you gonna do? Realistically, what are you going to do? This was the bigger issue here is Todd Bowles just not kneeling the clock out. At what point, what were you gonna do when it was 41-31 with a minute and a half left? If it's a 3-point game, yeah, go nuts, go crazy.
I think I'm in the minority here. I know it's unfortunate that Chris Godwin got injured on that play, but they had a chance to win this game. I mean, if you even they were around midfield. I mean, you get 10, 15 more yards, you kick the field goal, you get the onside kick. If you get the onside kick, you have an opportunity to win this game.
If they recovered one, do you really think they were going to be able to recover another one? No.
I'm in the super minority on this. I have no problem with Todd Bowles trying to get back into this game. You leave it on the field. It's unfortunate Chris Godwin got injured. Tampa Bay had momentum at that point.
Well, they had momentum. No, yeah, you had momentum when you were up 10-0. That's when you keep it on.
They scored 3 touchdowns in a row.
And
they could have gotten back into this game.
They didn't. Could have, would have, should have. They didn't. Game over.
True.
Now you lost your second best receiver because you were trying to do some try hard shit. No, you're an idiot.
And Mike Evans is probably out until their bye, or is out until after their bye week. And you got a really important matchup against the Atlanta Falcons coming up here next week.
And Mike Evans was already hurt.
Yeah.
Like coming into the game, and he got hurt in what, the first, just like later in the first.
Yeah, it was like in the first quarter, I think, pretty early. I mean, he couldn't bring down that touchdown pass, and then basically the wheels came off of Tampa Bay after that point.
And yeah, but he caught one earlier. Like again, this like his situation is you have to save the player from himself. Like, hey man, our season is bigger than just a Monday night game against the Ravens. If we have to rest you for a week, we have to rest you for a week. So be it.
Goes over the 100-century mark too in terms of touchdowns. Going to be a Hall of Fame career when it's all said and done. To the other Monday Night Football game, the Los Angeles Chargers and the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals I think they kicked the game-winning field goal kind of at the horn to eventually win this game. 17-15. Justin Herbert, 27-39, 349 yards. J.K. Dobbins, 14 for 40. Will Dissly, 8 for 81. On the other side, Kyler Murray, 14-26, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. He also had a rushing touchdown. James Conner had 101 yards rushing. He also led the team in receiving yards. Greg Torch caught the lone receiving touchdown for the Arizona Cardinals. As I guess Arizona is just going to continue to just beat teams like this season.
If I'm the Chargers, if I'm Jim Hart, hey man, y'all running the steps in SoFi. Y'all running straight gassers. Because how the hell Herbert throw for basically 350 and not a touchdown was scored? Somebody got to pay for that. Y'all got to run gassers till you throw up, and then clean it up, and then run it again. Because that's just
Arizona made that one play in the first half where
they punched the ball out.
And it was a touchback. That's actually a big play right there. Because if the Chargers get in,
obviously,
in other news, it's nighttime. Is he like?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying that's like when you talk about football, it's a game of inches. It's that whole Al Pacino speech.
And other news, it's nighttime.
No, God damn it, TJ, you disrespectful.
He's not wrong. I mean, obviously that's a big play of the game. It took points off the board without a doubt. And
you got a whole game.
If the Chargers even score, if the Chargers even score 3 on that drive, they win this game.
That's game.
Yeah. When you look at a lot of things, I mean, there's a lot of things that could have played into them winning this game. And I mean, that's one of them. So other than that, I mean, damn, you let Kyler Murray get a 44-yard touchdown to the house with nobody within 20 yards of him. You know what I mean? Like, it's those kind of plays, and this is a good defense too. But it's those kind of plays that you just kind of scratch your head on sometimes with this team, who's been playing really good defense, like I said.
Yeah, a Jim Harbaugh team couldn't run the ball. That's rare. You don't see that.
Especially against the Cardinals team that's really all not that good.
Hey, any given Sunday, right? Any given Sunday. I mean,
or Monday, depending on the day of the
week. Or
Monday,
right? Exactly. Any given Sunday or Monday, a team could just. And we said this too, right? The Arizona Cardinals, they lose, they put up a stinker, and then the next week they just. They play a good team, and they end up just playing up to their competition.
I mean, do we really know how good the Chargers are? I mean, they have. Their victories are against the Raiders, the Panthers, and Denver. How good are they?
They don't have the necessary weapons. Sorry for my background. They don't have the necessary weapons to, like TJ said, you threw for 350 yards. That's great, but at the same time, you don't have that Keenan Allen anymore. You don't have what Mike Williams isn't having a great season. But you don't have.
Quentin Johnson hasn't played. He's been a lone bright spot on this offense.
You don't have those guys in the red zone or those game changers in the passing game that make a difference for your football team. When all you can do is run the football, which is heavy runs, zone read runs, or whatever the case is, downhill running. That's great and all, but in this game, this day and age, I mean, you need to get the ball in the end zone through the air. And when you don't have weapons in the passing game to do that, it's. I mean, not even having Austin Eckler too. I mean, who was key in the passing game as well. You know, having a guy like that who can bail Justin Herbert out in the passing game, run routes in the slot, or even come out the backfield and take it to the house in the slot. I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure the Chargers out as well. Because Jim Harbaugh, I'm thinking, you know, he beat my coach this year. I predicted him to win that. I predicted for the Chargers to make the playoffs. But like you said, David, who have they really beat? You know, they lost a bad one to the Steelers. They got punched in the mouth by Kansas City. And this was a winnable game for them last night. And they couldn't get the job done.
So we'll see. We'll see what the Chargers end up looking like going forward.
I just want to say something. I had an argument because I didn't chime in on the first game. I just want to say something. Look, Todd Bowles, it's your duty to protect your players. I hope somebody said that in the first half because I didn't even get it. But it's your, you know, as a head football coach, you got to protect your players. And when you down 10, I understand. There are no more victories. TJ, don't you say this all the time? There's no more victories in football. It's only wins and losses in the standings, right? And that was a game that you probably weren't going to win. So I'm pulling my guys. That's first of all. And then second of all, I argued with
according to David, they had all the momentum in the world. Like
they for sure had the momentum at that point. They for sure had that momentum at that point in the game.
They had the onside kick, but here's another thing. Roquan Smith. That's what I was going to say. Roschon Johnson. Roquan Smith is actually being reviewed for a hip drop tackle and about to get probably will get a fine for it.
I don't think it was a hip drop tackle.
No, it wasn't. No,
I mean, by the definition of the hip, I don't think it was. I mean, I don't know.
It was a hip drop tackle. Adam Schefter came out and said it, and I said this.
I just don't think it is. But
I said this like right after the game, and I was arguing with a Ravens fan about it. And he was like all in a tizzy. He's like, that's not a hip drop tackle. You don't know your football. And I'm like, watch, bro. They're going to review that tackle as a hip drop tackle because technically he wrapped up and dropped to that left hip, which caught his leg under him. So technically, by definition, by rule, that is a hip drop tackle. Even might be a slight hip drop tackle, but it still is a hip drop tackle. Just wanted to just say that.
Moving on from week number 7, before we wrap up, let's talk about game balls. And I'm going to go first with my game ball, and I'm going to give my game ball to Jared Goff. 22 of 25, 280 yards and 2 touchdowns was he's been so efficient. As I mentioned on yesterday's show, 10 incompletions in the last 3 games. Jared Goff.
I'm going to give my game ball to Saquon Barkley because Saquon Barkley almost had a career day, but he chose not to have a career day on his old team, on his former team. And he said, let the young guys eat. I got to give that man much respect, but he was killing Christian Giants on Sunday.
He was.
TJ.
Lamar.
Christian.
I just had it up. His name is Russell. Last name Wilson, 16 of 29, 264 yards and 2 touchdowns. Mike Tomlin knew what he was doing.
Moving on from week number 7, as we're basically the halfway point of the National Football League season, at least the regular season. Let's talk about week number 8, and we start at SoFi Stadium, where the Minnesota Vikings come to town, taking on the Los Angeles Rams. Minnesota fresh off suffering their first loss at the hand of the Detroit Lions. Los Angeles Rams beat the Las Vegas Raiders this past Sunday. Last time these two teams played was actually 3 years ago. Los Angeles Rams got the edge 30-23. Christian, how do you think this version shakes out?
I like Minnesota. I like for them to bounce back. They'll get back to the basics. Throwing the ball. The Rams don't have an answer for Justin Jefferson or Jordan Addison. I could see them both having over 100 yards receiving. And this Minnesota defense, they're going to tee off on this Rams offense. The Rams are just too injured across the board. I like Minnesota.
I'm also going to take the Minnesota Vikings. I have not really enjoyed what I've seen out of the Rams. I know they're supposed to get Cooper Kupp back potentially this week, also potentially getting Puka Nacua back as well. But this offensive line is kind of abysmal. Matthew Stafford's been running for his life, and Minnesota is one of the best blitzing teams in the NFL. Give me the Vikings. TJ.
Yeah, no, give me the Vikings. But have you guys heard of that rumor or that story of how the Minnesota Vikings and the Rams are in discussions of basically swapping quarterbacks for some reason?
What?
Because yeah, no, for real, no, it's a rumor. It's some guy, somebody on Twitter, and they've been talking about it on Twitter and social media that basically because Sam Darnold is having such a good year this year that
So you
that yeah, that
downgrade?
right. No, and that's what I said. I said they'd be stupid if they did that. And I'm like, dude, if you get rid of Sam Darnold because he's having a good year and you're gonna have to pay him like maybe Baker Mayfield money next season, that's kind of slow in my opinion. I guess the Rams on the other side were looking to, they want a guy in Sam Darnold who can. They finally see like a franchise quarterback in him or something like that. But
What? Nothing about that trade rumor sounds like it makes any sense whatsoever.
That's what I said. That's what I said. So I just wanted to come by you guys and see if y'all heard it because I was hearing it all day. I was like, what's going
No.
on?
I would be shocked if any of that happened.
Give me the Vikings, man. Come on now.
Moving on from Thursday night, let's swing back into Sunday. We finally don't have a game starting at 9:30 in the morning. We're going to start at 1 o'clock as standard time. Philadelphia Eagles, fresh off beating the New York Giants, going into Cincinnati, who beat the Cleveland Browns this most recent Sunday. Last time these two teams played was 4 years ago. Christian, do you remember what happened in this game 4 years ago?
Wasn't it a tie?
It was a tie. September 27, 2020. 23-23 each. How do you think, Izzy, how do you think this one shakes out?
How do I think this one shakes out? I think the Eagles are finally getting a little healthier. Defense is playing really well, in my opinion. And the Bengals they just don't impress me, man. I mean, they're just a team that's kind of out there in limbo. The offense is really missing like Joe Mixon type of running back, Joe Mixon. And this team just can't stop the run. I mean, and so I think this is a game where, Philly gets down the goal line. Obviously, it's push to us, but I think Saquon has a great game in this game. Give me the Eagles beating the Bengals.
I'm going to disagree with you. I'm going to take the Cincinnati Bengals. They're at home. I think their defense has been better than people talk about, at least in the passing game. They've been able to generate a little bit of a pass rush. I think they found some mojo on offense as well. I'm taking Cincinnati. Christian.
I like Philly in this one. I just think Saquon Barkley and A.J. Brown, they're going to be too much for this Bengals defense. The Bengals already can't stop the run. Saquon could have another big game. And I think Jalen Hurts does just enough. I think this is going to be a fun game. I think it's going to be a shootout. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, A.J. Brown, Jalen Hurts. Yeah, I definitely like Philly.
TJ.
Give me Philly. I know Jalen Hurts has been turning the ball over a lot, but again, like the one thing about Cincinnati is you're not stopping the run. I don't care who you have on offense. You don't hurt me on the sideline. So if I can control the tempo, which the Eagles could very well do, Joe Burrow and Chase can't hurt me.
Alvin Kamara got a 2-year extension today?
Yeah, he did.
No,
okay. All right. From there, we're swinging into the AFC North, and we got the 5-2 Baltimore Ravens going into Cleveland, taking on the Browns. I'm taking the Ravens. Anybody do anything else?
Who was this?
Baltimore, Cleveland.
I do want to say the Cleveland Browns fans disgust me, but that's another discussion for that. Probably would have happened yesterday, but I wasn't on the show. Yeah, y'all disgust me. Forget y'all. I hope y'all lose every single game the rest of the season.
They probably will.
Yeah,
their fans deserve it. Moving on to the next matchup, which is a battle between the AFC South and the NFC North. And you flip their records, and that's what we got here with the 1-5 Tennessee Titans going into Ford Field, taking on the 5-1 Detroit Lions. These teams actually played against each other 4 years ago, and the Titans hooked up 46 points on the Detroit Lions. But Ryan Tannehill ain't walking through that door. Derrick Henry ain't walking through that door. Christian, How's this version going to check out?
You confused the shit out of me because it says Texans at Lions, but then you said Titans.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
you know what? That is an absolute typo. I think the Texans are on a bye.
Yeah, no, you got the Texans playing the Colts.
Oh,
Colts
yeah, my
at the
bad. You know what? Yeah, that's my bad.
It's all good.
It's
bro.
the Titans.
Go ahead, Christian.
Look, the Lions are clicking right now. I think this is the most complete team in the National Football League. Great offensive line. They run the ball. They have weapons. And defensively, I still think they're going to be good. Even without Aiden Hutchinson, there's too much for Tennessee. I definitely like the Lions in this one.
I'm taking the Lions, too. They may hang up 46 points on the Titans.
I don't even. Yeah, even without Jameson Williams, they're hanging up 40-something points on them. Yeah.
DJ.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to a battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Miami Dolphins. I think Tua Tagovailoa may be activated off IR. I'm not sure if he's going to play in this game or not, but he has the opportunity to potentially play. Arizona obviously coming off that victory against the Chargers there on Monday night. Miami losing another game to the Indianapolis Colts. Last time these two teams played, Miami squeaked out the 3-point victory 4 years ago against the Arizona Cardinals. Izzy, how do you think this version is going to shake out?
Yeah, you know what?
Who the hell cares?
Tua ain't playing. You know, I gotta go to Cardinals in Miami. I mean, they're just healthier, but who knows? I mean, the Cardinals they go against you know bad teams, or I mean, I wouldn't say bad teams, but I could see the Cardinals losing this game in Miami. I think that this might be a low scoring game in my opinion. I think the defense of Miami is just a little bit better than Arizona. So give me Miami to win this game. If they don't start force feeding that damn ball to Maserati Marv, though, I'm gonna have. I mean, Malik Neighbors has 20 more targets than
is Tim Boyle still going to be the starting quarterback of the Miami Dolphins in this game? Because if he is, the Cardinals are going to win.
Tim. What is your thing against Tim Boyle? What is your thing against Tim Boyle?
How does he keep getting jobs in the NFL? It just drives me. I just don't get it. Like what? Have you seen 1 minute of Tim Boyle play quarterback? You're like, yeah, that guy belongs.
Yeah.
What
he was a Packer for a little bit. So yeah.
Like even his college numbers are abysmal. Like how did he even end up? Like it just baffles me. I don't get it.
But Cam Newton don't got a job.
Yeah, there you go. I'm taking the Arizona Cardinals.
Again, I don't care. Like,
okay, Christian.
No, they with the Cardinals. This seems like a game that the Cardinals should absolutely just steamroll.
Yeah.
The Dolphins, but this is the exact type game that Izzy was just talking about, right? They had a good game against the Chargers. They win that one, and then they're gonna come out and play down to the talent because Tua's likely not playing, and then it's either gonna be Tim Boyle or Skylar Thompson or Huntley, and Tyler, and one of them gonna actually make a game out of it. And the Cardinals going to somehow struggle with this because that's just what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really at the point of who the hell cares. Like the Dolphins, they're damn near getting the pass because Tua isn't there. I don't care who wins. That's what I mean by that. Like I legit do not care who wins this game.
Christian.
Yeah, this could go either way. I'm going to go Arizona because they're the healthier team right now. Arizona's about to fry some fish on Sunday.
Moving on from there, we got a battle in the AFC East. We got the 2-5 New York Jets going into Foxborough, taking on the 1-6 New England Patriots. Both these teams are going off, taking L's. The Patriots over there in London and the Jets on Sunday Night Football. Christian, how do you think this game shakes out?
This could go either way. I'm gonna take the Jets, but I'm not necessarily confident in it because I can see the Jets playing down to the competition that is New England. But
are they not doing that already?
Yeah, this is very true. Shut up, boy. I'm talking.
Just saying.
I know. And
I also think that there's just like bad mojo with the Jets right now. Like they just seem to have there's just like a funk on them.
Well, here's the problem with them, David. Look, after 7 games last year, they're 4-3 because they had Zach Wilson being game manager and they were running the ball. The Jets still have this notion in their head that Aaron Rodgers could be the guy that he was in Green Bay, and he's a shell of it. He's not that guy anymore. I don't think he's thrown for 300 yards in any game this year.
He has not.
The Jets quarterback. But I think the Jets do just enough to win this game. And because if they don't, please believe me, you guys will be getting a copy of the New York Times. Because they're already ripping them right now. Just trust me on this.
I straight up love chaos, and so I'm just this is like the most biased pick I may have made since I started working on this show. I'm taking the Patriots. I just want to see the chaos in New York, and I just want to. And I also hate Aaron Rodgers, so I just want to see the world burn around him. Give me the Patriots.
Part of me is kind of with you, David, but at the same time, like I'm also realistic in my chaos theory. It's not happening. Like the only way I do see it happening again, like Izzy, I don't think you were here yesterday. I said them trading for the Jets them trading for Devontae Adams was them fixing their floor when the ceiling is leaking. Like that's what that was. Like so like now I wonder going into this game, are you going to continue to fix the floor that didn't need fixing, or actually pay attention to the ceiling this time?
Well, I think the last game is against the Steelers. Come on, man. I mean, that's one of those games where it's like they're going against a pretty.
Oh, make an excuse, please. Make an excuse, please. Come on, bro.
You know how much I popped that. You know how much I popped that champagne bottle when Aaron Rodgers left Green Bay. Come on now. It's not that. It's not that Aaron Rodgers is a former Packer or nothing. It's just the fact that they played a great defense. I would like to see this game right here, them utilize, obviously show out their offense. Get Devontae Adams.
But at the same,
and this is one of those kind of getting the groove games.
If they win this game, and if they do that, it still tells us nothing because it's the Patriots.
I know it doesn't tell us anything, but at least it's not going to tell us anything, but at least I want to see them in the groove. I want to see Devontae Adams dominate. I want to see, Garrett Wilson have a touchdown and 80 yards or something. I want to see Devontae Adams with 100 yards and a touchdown. I want to see, Breece Hall with, more rushing yards than he had, even though he killed it in the passing game last game. But, I want to see this offense hum a little bit. I want to see Rodgers look like, turn the clock back a little, get in the groove. So for next week, use this game as a springboard for next week. I'll give me the Jets. Talking too much. Give me the Jets.
Moving on to this battle in the AFC South, we got the Atlanta Falcons going into Tampa Bay, take on the Buccaneers down at the Pirate Ship. As I mentioned earlier in the show, Chris Godwin done for the season. Mike Evans will not suit up in this game as well.
They say he might have tore his hamstring.
They expect him back after their bye. I don't know when their bye is.
I don't know why. I don't know why I saw that, man.
No Chris Godwin, no Mike Evans. That's a lot to overcome. I like Atlanta on the road.
I'm also taking the Atlanta Falcons on the road. I think
Absolutely.
For the same precedent that Christian talked about, your two best weapons on offense are out of the game. It's going to be tough. Give me the Falcons.
Yeah,
TJ.
give me the Falcons as well, man. I don't want to elaborate on it.
TJ.
Yeah, I know. I heard you the first time. Yeah. Atlanta should literally run away with this game. Like, just get the ball to Bijan Robinson, Tyler Algier, and go crazy.
Yeah, right. 200 yards coming. There you go.
Easy.
Staying in Sunday afternoon, but going to Duval County, the home of the Jacksonville Jaguars, as they welcome in the 5-2 Green Bay Packers. Last time these two teams played was 4 years ago. Green Bay squeaked out the 4-point victory over the Jacksonville Jaguars. Izzy, who do you think wins this version?
Well, who do you think? Hey, who do you think I'm going to pick, David? Why don't you guess?
The Jaguars?
No, not the Jaguars. Not the Jaguars. Give me the Green Bay Packers to win this game. But you want to know something though? I need Jordan Love, to calm down with the way he's throwing the damn football in the three. I mean, come on now. You would have think he sat behind Brett Favre for how many years instead of Aaron Rodgers. The way he is high risk, high reward. He leads the. I think he leads the. He leads the NFL in touchdown passes and interceptions. Huh? What a Brett Favre-esque kind of thing to do. You know,
he might throw 17 picks this season.
but he might throw 40 touchdowns. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he said, what a Brett Favre-esque thing to do. Yeah, he needs to clean that up a little bit. Because I mean, God dang it. I mean, TJ, I think we were talking about it. What was that last play when the Texans went all out blitzing? He just flings it up there. Now I get it. It's man to man in the end zone, but dude, what are you doing?
That ball got deflected, and if one Texas defender was like a foot closer, that's a pick. That's a pick and game over.
Yeah.
Like I will say this: Evan Williams has played really well for them of late. Rashawn Gary's played well. I like the way the pass rush is getting out there.
But I think you guys still have really struggled against the run. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars have found something in Tank Bigsby. Look for him to have a good game, but I think the Packers end up winning this game.
Yeah, not if they're down a couple scores. They ain't giving that thing to Tank Bigsby. But Joe Mixon was running pretty handily well on them. So
Christian, I like Green Bay.
We lost him.
TJ.
I like Green Bay too. I like the Doug Peterson getting fired train gets right back on the track.
He should have been got fired.
Should and I'll say like the Patriots game. Yeah, you're supposed to like, bro. If you really want to save your job, you go win this game. Like you pull Trevor Lawrence aside, you look him dead in them ugly ass eyes of his, and you say, "Hey, bro, you can match Jordan Love throw for throw. You can go at him. Like whatever throw he make, you can make. Don't make the bad ones because y'all got that shit. You know, y'all got that, y'all definitely got that to it. Like I think Jordan Love and Sunshine, like y'all competing for my new title of Mr. Give You One. They're gonna give you one.
Moving on to saying in the Sunday afternoon, we got the Colts and the Texans going head to head. Colts 4-3, fresh off beating the Miami Dolphins, but they don't have a quality win so far this season. And the Houston Texans coming off taking that loss to the Green Bay Packers. I'm taking Houston. This game should not be close at all, even remotely. I know when they met earlier this season, that game was relatively close. It won't be this time.
Mm-hmm.
Christian.
David.
Oh, shit. What the way? All right.
Yeah. Are you ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Shameless plug number one.
Baby.
Man, that's been a slow week for matchups.
Yeah, it really is. You're not wrong. Houston had that game, man. I know CJ Stroud, he's going to want to bounce back because he did not look good the other day against the Green Bay Packers. I don't think he even eclipsed the 100 yards passing.
He didn't eclipse 90 yards.
Oh, yeah. The Colts, I don't know who they are. You know, they only really have 2 serviceable offensive weapons. That's really 3. That's Michael Pittman, Alec Pierce, and Jonathan Taylor. And y'all know my rule. You better have game if you have 2 first.
Jonathan Taylor hasn't played in 3 weeks.
Oh, then I guess he ain't playing on Sunday either. It sounds like.
I do not know what his status is.
Yeah, but I preview this one on Friday. Be on the lookout for it.
I'm just gonna gloss over Donnie Mitchell like that. It's cool. I get it. You know,
wait, what you say?
I mean, Donnie Mitchell hasn't
damn
done
it, Damn it, Christian. Please let me know if Jonathan Taylor is playing because I need him desperately for my fantasy team. He been out.
Fantasy.
He been out for the last 3 weeks and it's killing me. But you know who I got to give a big up to? The King. the king. He's been saving my fantasy team in that league since Jonathan Taylor's been out. So I got to give a big shout out to the king, Derrick Henry. But yes, I would love to
How
have
did you get
Jonathan
both
Taylor
of those
back.
guys?
Because I'm the man, bro.
Anyways,
I'm the man,
let's not get sidetracked here. Anyways, pick the Texans and let's move on. Swinging into the late afternoon window, we got the Saints.
League, David. 12-team league. I'm the man, bro.
Oh, okay. Into the late afternoon window, we got the Saints and the Chargers. Two of Drew Brees' old teams going head to head. Both of them coming off taking L's. The Saints actually coming off taking 5 in a row. The Chargers, they come off their bye and they lose to Arizona. Last time these two teams played, that's a preseason. Sorry, was 4 years ago. The Saints won that game in overtime, 30-27. TJ, how do you think this version shakes out?
Who the hell cares? Like the Chargers should legit get back on track. Like your quarterback threw for 350 yards and you didn't score a touchdown. That doesn't happen in today's NFL. It doesn't happen. It shouldn't happen more. That should be the more apropos.
The Chargers lead the all-time series between these two teams 7-6. I think they get another one in the victory column. Give me the Chargers.
You know what I'm eating on?
Nope.
No.
Barbecue chicken, baby. Barbecue chicken. Because the Saints is barbecue chicken this weekend. And probably they the barbecue chicken for every other team going forward with Spencer Rattler starting and everybody else. This team does not want it. They don't want to play football anymore. And for that reason alone, why the hell does Dennis Allen still have a job? I don't know. He's in Doug Peterson's boat. Both of them need to be floating the H&R Block because that's where they need to be headed to. Dennis Allen is a terrible game plan. The fact that I can't even count on how many. I don't even think Alvin Kamara in the first half had 10 touches. In the last game
I think he had 4 in the first half, and it seems real head scratching. The fact that you don't give him any carries in the game like Thursday night, and then you pay him a buttload of money like a week later. Make it make sense.
Make it make sense. Make it make sense, David. I am going with the Chargers to win this one at home.
Christian.
Really? Next game.
Moving on to the next game, we got the 5-2 Buffalo Bills traveling across the country to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Both these teams are coming off getting a W.
I feel it
in week number 7. Last time these two teams played was 4 years ago, where it was a barn burner of a game. 44-34 Buffalo Bills. And Christian, I think I know.
Christian, I feel it coming.
Nah, actually,
what?
You previewed Texans Colts over this?
Texans Colts over this?
Yeah. Y'all got a problem?
A little bit.
We gotta talk to the editor.
Oh, so you're gonna be talking to me? Okay.
I just want to know what the rationale behind it.
You know what? Actually,
why?
You know what? I'm gonna make an executive decision because what I was gonna preview for intriguing. Nah, screw it. I like Buffalo in this one. Yeah, I don't think Seattle can keep up with them, and the Amari Cooper impact is you're already seeing it. He's opening the field because Keon Coleman had a career day the other day. He caught the ball for 125 yards receiving. Josh Allen continues his strong play. The Bills fly across the country and get a win in Seattle.
Josh Allen has thrown 12 touchdown passes to 0 interceptions. He's the only starting quarterback in the NFL so far this season has not thrown a pick. He has been phenomenal so far this season. When it comes to the other side of the ball with Seattle, I mean, outside of that Falcons win first week of the season or this past weekend, they have not had a quality victory. They beat the Dolphins, they beat the Patriots, they beat the Denver Broncos in week 1 with Bo Nix's first NFL start. They have not had a quality win. They will not get a quality win here. Give me Buffalo.
They also don't have DK Metcalf, and Seattle's another one of those teams. They tend to forget their identity. Again, you have a potential 2-headed monster in the backfield, and you don't use it. You don't use it like you should. And give me Buffalo to. I ain't gonna say run away with it because Seattle's still a tough place to play. I think they pull away late. I think they get up 10 late, and that'll be that. But I forgot to add this little nugget for the Lions game. Do you know the Lions have more touchdowns than incompletions?
Yeah, I can see that.
Wow.
That doesn't surprise me at all. As I mentioned, he has 10 incompletions the last 3 games. 10.
Like,
That's crazy. That's insane. Damn, you said DK is out? Why? Why is DK out?
He's got an ankle, right? Or hamstring, something like
It's
that.
knee.
right?
Yeah, it's his knee.
That's gonna be big time against the Bills. They're gonna have to really rely on Kenneth Walker in this game if they're gonna, because I don't see, or obviously JSN. Somebody, Noah Fant's probably gonna have to step up. But yeah, give me the Buffalo Bills to win that. If DK is a no-go, which it seems like he is.
Moving on from that matchup, we got the really exciting barn burner potential matchup here between the Carolina Panthers and the 4-3 Denver Broncos, who continue just to winning games out of.
Let's flip a coin.
Carolina, last time these two teams played was actually 2 years ago. Carolina got the victory 23-10. I'm going with Denver. I have not seen anything out of Carolina since Andy Dalton had that. I guess Andy Dalton can only have one good game a year for the rest of his life. He's been terrible. He's been terrible ever since that one game. Give me Denver.
So it isn't Bryce Young, huh? No, I'm just playing. Give me Denver, man. They've been playing really good defense the last few weeks. And I like the fact that Sean Payton is utilizing the young gun's legs, Bo Nix's legs in the offense. I mean, he's running a lot of RPOs with him, and he's getting outside the pocket. Only he should only do that for him because inside the pocket he still has some problems kind of reading defenses. Once you get him outside the pocket, kind of like how the Bears did Mitch, how the Bears used to do Justin Fields, get him outside the pocket, making throws on the run, and then also Devontae Williams is running the football real hard the last couple games. So yeah, give me the Broncos with that defense.
TJ.
Well, if the Broncos can't win this one, then Sean Payton really do need to go. Like there's no reason why you shouldn't destroy the Carolina and get the Bears that 33rd overall pick in the draft. That's gonna be beautiful.
Christian.
Denver, sweet. Next game.
Moving on to the next game, which is also probably going to be a sweep. We got the Kansas City Chiefs at 6-0 going into the Death Star and taking on the Las Vegas Raiders with whoever is going to be the starting quarterback of the Las Vegas Raiders. Probably Gardner Minshew. I have not seen an update on Aidan O'Connell's injury. I think he broke his thumb. Probably done for the year. I know they also signed Desmond Ritter.
He's out. He's on IR.
Oh, well, there you go.
They
need to call Green Bay.
Taking Kansas City.
They need to call Green Bay for Malik Willis.
Why? Because he had 2 good games.
They just need to do it, okay? They just need to do it. They need to do something. What they need to do, man? They need to do something.
And TJ, if that were to happen, a certain Raider fan would say Malik Willis sucks.
Yep.
Yeah, I like the Chiefs.
I'm taking Kansas City too.
Yeah, I hope Patrick Mahomes takes this personal. He walks in with a Kermit hoodie on because you remember the Raiders were poking fun at Mahomes during the summer. You don't think he doesn't have this circle on his calendar? Come on, man.
Yeah, give me the Chiefs. Kareem Hunt with 175 all-purpose yards and 2 touchdowns.
Oof.
Yeah.
TJ, I don't think I need to ask because we're just going to move on. To the next final matchup of the late afternoon window. We got the 4-2 Chicago Bears going into Northwest Stadium, the home of the Washington Commanders. I am not sure what Jaden Daniels' status is going to be for this game. I imagine he will not play, and it will be the Marcus Mariota show. The last time these two teams played,
Marcus Mariota's still going to hand y'all an L.
Was actually last season on Thursday Night Football, when Chicago Bears hung up 40 on the Washington Commanders on the way to a 40-20 victory, basically a year ago today. Christian.
David.
Oh, let's go, baby.
Time. Or y'all gonna scold me about this one too?
No, let's go.
This one actually makes sense, but
shut up.
I mean, it does.
Shut up. 1, 2, 3.
Shameless plug number 3.
No, number 2.
That's 3.
No,
Ooh, number two, sir.
Oh, okay.
Number
Oh,
two.
my bad. All
How you
right.
gonna tell him how many he
Come
got?
on, come on, man.
tried to tell me.
We were just all over the place on this show.
All right.
We need to reel it back in like grandpa.
It's
Okay.
okay. Look, it's okay. I'm gonna deal with TJ after the show like I normally do. So
I was on your side on that. Y'all going back and forth. I'm like, how you gonna tell the dude who writes him how many he got?
I'm sorry. I thought we had another one. I'm sorry. All right. I'm sorry.
Hey, David, don't listen to her. Yeah, the Bears. Look, I just need the respect for the Bears to be as loud as the disrespect was. Oh, it's just Carolina. Oh, it's just Jacksonville. You beat who you beat. You play who you play. Both these teams have been playing phenomenal football. I really hope Jaden Daniels can play. It'll be the first meeting in the NFL
I think he'll play.
between him and Caleb Williams. Top 2 picks, last 2 Heisman winners. I previewed this one tomorrow. Be on the lookout for it.
I'm taking the Chicago Bears. I do not think Jay Daniels is going to play. I think they're going to protect him from the rib injury. I don't know how severe it is, but I think they'll protect him again for future. He's the future. He's the future of the team. I think they'll keep him out for this one particular game. Give me the Bears.
Yeah, I don't think he plays. If anything, you would hope a franchise learns from its mistakes. You don't want RG3 all over again. And as much as it sucks that he's not going to play, probably not going to play, I should say that. This Bears defense, that front is not the front you want to see with bruised ribs, because they will hit you. They're gonna hit you. And yeah, I'd rather you be week to week right now versus out multiple weeks. And on the Bears side, this is a potential lose-lose. If you win the game, it's Christian's point, it's just more disrespect, because you know what people are going to say? Well, they didn't have Jaden Daniels. And if you lose, you know what they're going to say? Damn, y'all can't beat Marcus Mariota.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lose-lose for the Bears.
Yeah, he's not wrong. I agree with him completely.
Is he?
When TJ's right.
I mean, the same thing you guys said about the Seattle Seahawks is how I feel about the Chicago Bears. The last 3 weeks, they ain't played nobody worth a damn. But I'll hold on before you guys scold me on that. It's a rookie quarterback, Caleb Williams. He's looked great. He's looked phenomenal. The one thing I will say he's going against a guy in Dan Quinn, right, who's an excellent defensive schemer, right? And he has this Washington defense who, by the way, yes, we can all agree that their defensive backfield is not ready for a prime time offense. Well, this isn't a prime time offense that they're facing. I'm sorry to be this disrespectful during my analysis of this game. Give me Washington, even with Marcus Mariota at home.
You just saying that because we on y'all last. That's all.
Moving on to Sunday night football and a battle of old rivalries reunited. The 3-3 Dallas Cowboys coming off their bye, going into San Francisco, who are 3-4, kind of looking their wounds a little bit here as they lose to the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl rematch last week. Brandon Ayuk done for the year. Deebo Samuel released from the hospital today after he had pneumonia symptoms. So I don't know what his status is going to be for this game. Ricky Pearsall kind of becomes wide receiver 1 kind of in that San Francisco offense. Last time these two played was last season. San Francisco hung up 42 points in a rout of the Dallas Cowboys, 42-10. Izzy.
Well, this game paints it all for the Cowboys to win, right? Because you have weapon after weapon after weapon out for the San Francisco 49ers. But this is a game that the Cowboys are probably destined to lose, right? Because San Francisco can still run the football. San Francisco still has George Kittle. Even though I know Brock Purdy's kind of hitting a wall, so to speak, he hasn't been as bright, so to speak, as he's been the last 2 seasons. But I do like San Francisco. I do like their defense still against the Cowboys. The Cowboys aren't worth a damn, especially on the road, in my opinion, even at home, in my opinion. So give me the San Francisco 49ers. I think they get it done. I think you'll see a lot of Jordan Mason. You'll see a lot of Isaac Garendo, or whatever the case. You'll see a lot of Kyle Juszczyk. Juszczyk was running that thing. He was toting that rock last week, man. So I like the San Francisco 49ers. I think they'll have a heavy dose of run. and play action off of that run with Brock Purdy against the Cowboys. And then I think the Cowboys just turn the ball over miserably in San Francisco.
Christian.
David.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Shameless plug number three.
Baby.
Yes,
we all did it together in unison. I love that.
That's nice.
Y'all did. I ain't do it.
Shut up, boy.
Kyle Juszczyk had 1 carry in that game against the I was like, what are you talking about? Like 1 carry in that game.
No, you got wait. What did he want? Hey, no, he had like a 17-yard run or something like that, 20-yard run.
Sure, he had 1 carry for 14 yards in that game.
14 yards. It felt like
It
David,
that rock.
It was that rock. It felt like he ran. Hey, David. It felt like he ran the ball a little bit more though. When he ran for 14 yards, though, I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought he ran the ball a little bit more than that, but anyways.
Look, I want to see how Dallas comes out because they spoiled Jerry's birthday. Well, the Detroit Lions did, and the Lions.
No, the Cowboys did. They played a part in that too.
Very true. Thank you, brother. San Francisco's just been dealing with injuries left and right. I mean, Ayuk is out for the remainder of the year. Tore his ACL. Yeah, I saw somebody say on social media the healthiest receiver is the guy that just got shot not too long ago.
Oh my God,
that's hilarious.
Listen, I'm going to hell laughing. Well, I already got properties down there in hell, but yeah,
beachfront too.
Yeah, condos and everything,
man.
Both these teams need a win in the most desperate way. In the worst way possible. I previewed this one on Thursday. Be on the lookout.
San Francisco 49ers lead the all-time series against the Dallas Cowboys 20-1. I think there's going to be some desperation that the San Francisco 49ers are going to play with that we will not see out of the Dallas Cowboys. Give me the Niners.
20-1. Okay, you said that 20-1. I'm like, damn. They didn't play that many. Anyway, I sent this tape to. I think I sent it to Izzy, but Izzy never responded to it because Izzy responds to stuff on IG when he wants to, and it's never the stuff I send him. It's always some other shit. But I sent it to Christian.
You funny as hell, bro.
It's never the stuff I send him. Like. Granted, I do send multiple things, but it's never the shit that like he be responding to like the minute shit. Like it's like that, I didn't care about your take on this. I just want you to see this. I wanted you to respond to this. But Christian responded to it, and this guy was like, "We've heard Jerry say the same shit for like the last 10 years, basically. And it's you don't know the check out right to bring home the Super Bowl. All right." Now here's your chance. There's this OC up in Detroit that is running like he literally just ran circles around you. Literally, like he had his offensive lineman running routes
on you.
He did a flea flicker to his right tackle, and damn, it scored. It almost would have worked. It should have worked. I don't know why they called it back. I think that's the refs having mercy on the Cowboys on the Sunday, like because I didn't see no illegal formation about it. This is what you do, Jerry Jones. If you're serious about winning a title, but I don't
go hire a GM.
No, it's not even that. That's a different story for a different day. You know what you do? You go to Ben Johnson. You pull out the mafia. You offer him a deal he can't refuse. You offer him so much money that he just can't say no to be your head coach. And then you know what else you do? You call Robert Saleh. You offer him so much money to be your defensive coordinator that he just can't say no. And then you know what else you do, Jerry Jones? This is the hard part. This is the hard part for you. You back the hell away. You say nothing.
Hey. They should hire, she was talking about coordinators, and she get Eric Bieniemy in there too. You know what I mean?
Why the hell not?
I'm just throwing my
Why
money.
not?
Just throwing my money. Hey, anyways, guys, what you guys think about Jerry's? And I like that you brought up Mafia. What do you think about Jerry's Mafia move on that reporter on that radio.
That was weak.
I have no idea what you're talking about. So.
Are you serious?
No, David, no.
He
He basically threatened dude's job. Like the reporter asked on live air, like the reporter asked him a question. Jerry ain't like the question. He basically said, "Ask the questions I want asked, or I will find somebody who will." Like he threatened dude's job on live TV. And Jerry, that's why the Cowboys are the way that they are. You threaten a man's livelihood who, like, yeah, he needs his job. You don't need you. Also, Jerry, you do realize you're the only owner / GM that does radio appearances. Robert Kraft. Part of the reason Robert Kraft has so much success is because he stayed the fuck out the way.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
The Kansas City GM stays the fuck out the way.
Well, you can't get mad at a radio.
The owner stays out the way.
But you can't
asking
get mad
questions.
At a radio host for doing his job. Like, he's asking questions about like all the moves that you did in the offseason because you are the GM. You are the GM. You built this team. You constructed this team. So why can't you answer the hard questions that are coming your way? And I just thought it was a bush league move by Jerry.
No, that being said, if Mike McCarthy can't win this game, if he can't win, like McCaffrey's played one game, if that he hasn't played a game. No. McCaffrey hasn't played a game. Debo's likely out. Ayuk is done for the season. So it's basically George Kittle and the Island of the Misfit Toys.
I mean, Juwan Jennings didn't play in that game against the Chiefs either. I don't know what his status is for this game.
It's Kittle and the Island of the Misfit Toys, and quiet as kept, Brock Purdy is costing himself a bag because Izzy, I said this yesterday. This is what gets you paid. You win the games where your weapons are down. That's what gets you paid. It's real easy to look good when you got all those dudes around you. I need to know what you look like when you don't have them. If the Cowboys can't win this game, fire Mike McCarthy into the fucking sun.
Moving on to the final game, Monday Night Football, Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Football Giants. Last time these two teams played was actually 4 years ago. Pittsburgh got the edge 26-16. I think it's going to be a very similar result this season. I have not seen nothing out of the Giants offensive line that makes me think that they can handle anything about this Pittsburgh Steelers defense. Give me the Steelers. Izzy.
Well, yeah, I don't know, man. Pittsburgh Steelers, they irritate me. Anyways, I know it was your game ball, Christian, for Russell Wilson, but damn it, I mean, what he did, I mean, Justin Fields is doing the same thing. Anyways, but yeah, if I'm gonna go with the Pittsburgh Steelers. If they could run the football like they have been doing the last couple weeks, give Najee Harris that football. I mean, yeah, Russell Wilson should donate some of half of his game check to George Pickens because he bailed him out on a couple of those throws.
Fire moves too.
And so yeah. Anyways, but yeah, give me the Pittsburgh Steelers. But hey, man, New York. I like a couple of their pieces. I like Tyrone Tracy, man. I like Malik Neighbors, man. I don't like Daniel Jones, but I like those two guys. And the only reason I watch a New York Giants game is to watch those two guys play football. That's it.
Christian.
The Steelers go for the New York sweep. I'm taking the Steelers.
Yeah, I'm taking the Steelers, but just like the game against the Jets, this game ain't gonna tell me nothing about the Steelers that we don't like. This game tells me nothing. Like if Russell Wilson has another good game, it tells me absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And that's been our Week 7 Monday Night Football recap show, along with our Week 8 preview and predictions of the 24-25 NFL season. Please like, share, and subscribe to the podcast. We are Prime Sports World. I'm David Huffman, right there from the Daily Blitz. DailyBlitz.blog is Christian Simpson and my co-host, Mr. T.J. Hopkins. Gentlemen, what do we do here at the Prime, my friends?
We bring the heat.
Yes, sirs. We'll be back here tomorrow with Fantasy Football Weekly. I think Izzy and TJ are going to jump back into the NBA show on Thursday. So keep an eye out for all that content. I'm been David Huppman. Y'all have a good night. Stay safe out there. Peace out, guys.